Hey everybody, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to Union Cross. I'm going to do an update on this for these two new things out here, and when I say two, I only mean one because this is a notice they should have posted yesterday, but you know, Cena decided not to, and they twittered out saying that, hey, just in case you guys didn't notice, we have a guilty campaign and also half price on increased storage and everything in that. So they put a banner here a day late, but better than nothing. If you guys don't know what a guilty campaign is, right here it shows you 80 to 50%, 150%, now is 100 to 150%, meaning that your chances of getting a lower guild are less during this campaign, but you can still get the lowest of 100, 90, 70, 30, depending on what tier the medal is. So if you have a tier 3 that goes up to 100%, normally it would be 40 lowest, 100% the highest. The highest doesn't change, but during a guilty campaign, your lowest guild you can get on a tier 3 is 70%. So that saves you 30 mirrors, which is really important on event medals or high score challenge medals that you can't get too often. So that's actually really good. Guilty campaigns, guys, is usually when you want to wait to guild your medals, but sometimes you can't wait because those medals will help you. But for every other medal that you have that's not being used or you don't think that's that important, save it for guilty campaigns. So they have the notice for guilty campaign and the storage increase. But what everyone else is here for is basically the second smug, big head smug Sora. So in this, basically we are looking at the same thing for Nominee. The only difference is that this one comes with a tier 4 or 5 that has 1 to 3 orbs already. So it's getting better, guys. Our banner is getting a lot better. All we are missing now is Mercy Pull. If we have Mercy Pull, so pull this medal in 5 turns of pulling and get it 3 orbed, that's great. That's what I really want to look forward to in North America is 5 Mercy Pull with 3 orbs. And I would be totally happy if every banner was like that. Just like the Kairi. The Kingdom Hearts 2 Kairi, Tairi, whatever you guys want to call it, that was a really good banner. In 5 pulls, we got that medal guaranteed and it had 3 orbs, which I really want to see for everything else. Especially since you guys seen my other videos, pulling for Nominee has been a nightmare and I still don't have her. But for this deal right here, apparently you can get Nominee in it. So Nominee is in this and you can pull her with 1 to 3 orbs, and apparently people have been doing on the first pull, second pull, but that doesn't mean that you guys should pull. Now, yes, this banner is great. This is absolutely amazing banner. Nominee banner was good. This is amazing. Now, if you're not trying to get the big head Sora here and you're just trying to get some new medals, you guys can guild a lot of tier 4s and tier 5 medals, and you can't go wrong with that no matter what. So you guys can see right here, it falls all the way down to 1900 jewels, just like the Nominee one, and there's a chance of getting Nominee because she's part of the pool. So boosted key art 7, key art 7 itself, there is a little bit more to this. So if you do guild the Key Art 7, you get all the organization members and attack boost 3 max and SP gauge 2. So for guilting the Key Art 7, which is going to be almost impossible if the percentage is just like Nominee, but if it isn't and you get to guilt him, I wouldn't recommend using Making Brooms. I know some people already have. Don't use Making Brooms because you see all these medals here. These are all tier 3s and they will be obsolete eventually. Even now they kind of are, but they're still useful, don't get me wrong, but you're not going to be able to guild them. It says get 5 dotted organization 13 medals. So you get 1 of each with 5 dots, so you are just 1 away from guilting them. You just need 1 more copy. But even at guilted, you guys aren't looking at too much of a power increase if you already have like Zigbar, Marluxia B, all that. If you guys have the organization 13 members that already came out, the B versions, then you're pretty much set. Getting these guys guilted is going to do some increase on some setups, but at the same time, it's not worth trying to pull 2 copies of this or throwing Making Brooms. It's definitely not worth that. It's really good, like don't get me wrong, this is great. You get 1 to 3 orbs on every tier 4 or 5 you pull, and you also get all this if you guilt the main one. So it's looking good. Banners coming up are looking really good, but besides that, it's going to be kind of hard to do all this. So what does he do? He lowers the defense of all targets by 1 tier for 2 turns, inflicts more damage to lower the slot number. Sorry, but this medal is not exciting at all. It's a good medal. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be 150% guild, good multiplier. I think it's going to be like over a 10 multiplier because it's at 3.96 max guilted, if I remember. And it is an AoE medal, but a 4 cost for lowering the defense by 1 tier for 2 turns. it's not the greatest medal, guys. It's not the greatest medal, and it's very easily replaced by a lot of other medals. The whole thing is that it's upright magic, but at the same time, guys, it's not something you want to spend all your jewels on. Like Nominee's been worth it, but I haven't got it, so it's not worth it anymore at the point I'm at, how many jewels I spent. But this guy's not worth trying to spend all your jewels in the process getting tier 4 5s and trying to get him, because Illustrated Roxas and Nominee have great utility where this guy does what other medals do, and other medals will do very soon. So he's not that great to be spending all your jewels on. But the banner itself, regardless of him, the banner itself, falling price deal at 1900 jewels and getting medals with 3 orbs seems really, really good, guys. It's really good. Of course, you're gonna ask me in the comments, should I pull, should I not pull? I've looked through data mining. We talked about new medals. I just did a stream, and what's could be in North America or what's been data mined, here's so many reasons to save your jewels, guys. Everybody who spent money in the game, you've already pulled for the mercy pulls for the other ones, or you already have these tier 4s or tier 5s guilted. So to you, this would be traits, extra guilt runs, because it's a guilty campaign. But again, for anybody else who saved up a bunch of jewels, yes, you can possibly guilt a lot of tier 4s or 5s if you spend more than like 10,000 jewels. If you do, like, I would say 10, maybe 15 pulls, you're going to be able to guilt a couple things. But for everybody else who's only thinking, should I pull once, twice, or 3 times, you're going to get a couple stuff here and there with orbs. But if you don't guilt those medals, then there's no point. So if you're not pulling more than 10, 15 times, then there's no point in really pulling. Now, the banner's good. Don't get me wrong. Even if you pull once, you're probably going to get something good. But there's stuff coming, guys, that's going to be a lot better than this. So just take my warning for that. That I know we can keep saying that and keep saving, but this is all a little too much too fast. And if we keep putting in pulls for this, we're going to give the impression that we actually like these deals, and we're never going to see mercy pulls. So I would say, if you haven't, go look at some data miners. There's on Imgur and all that. Go look at the medals that are possibly coming, and the medals that are still going to come are going to be a lot better than this guy right here. So that is the banner. Again, just do what you guys want to do in the game. Have fun with it first. If you really want to pull for this banner, then pull for this banner or any banner you want. I'm enjoying pulling for Nominee. As much as I'm not getting her, you guys can see I'm at 0 jewels again. I pulled like 2 more times on stream just like an hour ago. As I'm not getting her, but I am enjoying pulling for her because I know my account's safe. My account, my Keyblade setups, I'm pretty much set. Like my Olympia setup has been doing all Proud Plus quests, has been doing all story mode quests, all Proud quests, almost. Not all of them because you have to use certain Keyblades. But I've been passing Coliseum with this Keyblade. I've been passing everything. So just because I have a times 6 buffer, I'm not worried too much about what I'm doing with my medals at the moment. So I'm a very bad example of what you should be doing. But I tell you guys, this advice is guaranteed to help you because there is good stuff coming. Alright, so to end this off, people were asking if other tier 4s or tier 5s you get in this banner have dots on them. No, only the tier 4 and 5 that you have that is guaranteed will have 1 to 3 dots. Every other tier 4 or 5, if you're lucky enough to get a second one, will not have dots on them. So if you pull like 3 tier 4s or 3 tier 5s, only one of them will have 1 to 3 dots from what I know. I don't know how I clicked on that. So anyways, guys, that's everything with this banner. As always, thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.